Okay, that one blew my mind. Maro is the bride's mother. Dogs.
Dogs, yes.
Maandamano.
Wacha kukula kuku.
Chodo.
Chodo means kelo lake. So watch meru kata koth go at all.
Toke fall. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. You would not be buried in a homestead.
Oh.
Ali.
Ngoja. Kikombe.
Ali.
Ngoja. Kawaya, Maze, it's just me.
Ali.
Yes, the kikombe.
Ali.
The kikombe.
Kisumu.
I like that. We don't have abductions.
What?
Abwa lakinetu.
Land belonged to the woman.
Oh, so that.
I am the Kikombe.
And I am Ali.
And thank you for being here.
Great.
Ali.
The kikombe.
How are you, Ali?
Niko salama.
Uko vipi?
Niko poa, na wewe?
Niko vizuri, Ali. I'm okay.
Mbona umenita mara moja? Ala? What's not happening?
You're so used to calling your name twice.
Nilikuwa nimengoja Ali ingine nasikia uko aje? Kwa salama.
Ali.
Yeah.
I brought a notebook.
Okay.
I have notes, Ali. I have about, let me count them. I have about 10 facts.
10 facts?
On Luo cultural practices
Uh-huh.
that will blow your mind.
Okay.
Or not. It depends. It depends or not. Ali.
Yeah.
You know what a wedding is? Because you and I have spoken about Gamo.
Yeah.
Who do you think in Luo cultural practices is the most important person in a wedding?
A wedding?
Yes,
Well-
during a wedding. Or
Well, the party's getting wed.
what do you mean?
The groom and bride.
The groom and bride?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Okay. Well, the parents of the bride,
Which one?
the mom.
Yes. Maro.
Hey.
Maro is the mother-in-law.
Okay.
Maro is one of the most important person amongst Luo in Luo weddings.
Why is that?
I am not sure. I am not sure. But Maro is normally accosted the highest level of respect. Yes.
Well, Maro is the bride's mother.
Maro can be both, right? Okay, but the bride's mom is usually top highest level of VIP during weddings. Yes. And in a way, I think, you know, when mom is happy, then the house is happy. So when Maro is appeased, when Maro has been accosted the highest level of treatment, then all is well in that homestead.
Well, okay, makes sense because, well, without her, there's no bride.
There's no bride. Well, without both.
But not really because of creation, but also, well, she's the one who grooms that girl who then you're coming to marry. Yeah.
Ali, there was that time that we were talking about how our elders were excited about sex. Do you remember?
Yes.
We talked that we worried that our elders were unusually interested in putting rules around sex.
Yeah.
Did you know that if you and your husband had a fight, did you know that it was mandatory?
Yeah.
That if there had been a tribute, right? Tribunary. What do you call it?
What?
If for example, you and your husband have a squabble or a disagreement, and then you had to consult the elders.
The kangaroo courts.
Yes.
Where you...
Yes. Where the council of elders has to
sit and adjudicate your matter.
And yes, adjudicate your matter.
Yeah.
Did you know that if you were to make up, you and your man had to be intimate? It was mandatory.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that we mentioned that in one of our first episodes,
It was
first or
mandatory.
second episode.
Not an option. You cannot go
It's a
home.
must.
You cannot have a headache on that day. There is no headache on that day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kama mmesemena msemene. Full.
Squelchy.
Full.
Munaingia.
I like that.
I do like that.
Yeah.
I actually like that. It was the idea of getting intimate was associated with a lot of things. You remember that?
Yes.
So if you're going to harvest,
Intimacy.
planting,
Same.
weeding,
Same.
when you're now celebrating a return of a big hunt,
Intimacy.
if you were able to slaughter the biggest bull for the purpose of whichever matter.
Namna hiyo.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I often wonder why this happened. And I feel people claim that this used to happen because people wanted to have more children, as many as possible. And do you know why people would have many children?
Well, survival rates were low.
Yes. So
But also children were wealth.
Children were considered wealth.
Because they were your source of labor.
That was one. The other one is a lot of people died young, right? There were diseases, there was malaria, there was tetanus. So there were so many different diseases that would take... So getting your whole family to survive was rare.
Yeah, so the more children you have...
And you do know that a woman was seen as a full woman based on whether she had children.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so was a man. A man was seen as a very important person if they had
you've had a child.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, mechi.
Mechi.
Yes, mechi. I like the way you say it. Do you know Ali? I know that you have the same amongst the Turkana, but did you know that amongst the Luo people, your name describes the circumstances under which you were born?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like what we mentioned in this episode?
We mentioned in a similar episode previously that if you're born at night and you're a boy, you're Otieno.
Yes.
And if you're a girl?
Atieno.
Now, if you were born probably in a position that's folded like this, I forget the name, then you would be Ouma. And if you are a girl?
Auma.
Yes. There are those people who are born, say, with placenta around their neck.
Oh, the umbilical cord.
The umbilical cord, not placenta, sorry, the umbilical cord around their neck.
Yes.
Owino. If you're a girl?
That's the meaning of that name?
Yes.
Awino.
If Owino and Awino.
Aha.
Yes.
Also dependent on what was happening.
So your name depended on when you were born and what was going on, or the circumstances surrounding your birth. Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you will find some Luo people called Tabu. Yeah. So problems.
Also, actually, you know what? That's a good way of how do you say it? Of remembering periods.
Yes.
By naming children.
Yes.
Because we didn't have like a written calendar.
No.
But we observed the seasons, right? So I think it was a good way of because you see, like our grandparents, when you ask them how old they are, they won't tell you, but they tell you, I was born wakati kulikuwa na ile kiangazi ya hii na hii. And then when you read history is when you'll be like, oh, it was around the 1920s. It was around this time.
Do you know how many dogs in Luo Nyanza are called Obama?
Yeah.
Saddam.
Dogs.
Dogs, yes.
Why?
Saddam, Obama.
Obama, yes.
Yes. There's Trump, there's Bush.
Allah.
Why do you
There's
think
Trump.
So? Why do you think so, Ali? They remind them of the period.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes.
It's true.
Yes, they remind them of the period.
Yeah.
Yes, Gaddafi. Gaddafi.
Yes. Yeah. Like the ones we are going to see next year.
What do you mean?
Tear gas, Owino.
Yes, so next year there'll be tear gas, maandamano. Maandamano, wacha kukula kuku. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Ali, in Luo, there is a practice called chodoweno.
Chodo.
Chodo.
Chodo or
Cho-
chodo?
Chodo.
Chodo.
Chodo means kukata.
Ah.
Chodoweno. And weno is like umbilical cord.
Okay.
So chodoweno is shaving of the child's hair.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. Do you know that to shave the first shave that your child is given
Yeah.
has to happen after what?
After, I don't know, weeks or months.
No, we're not talking time. We're talking a practice.
Oh, after sex?
Yes.
Wait, what do you
Mom
mean?
and dad have to be intimate on that moment, immediately after they get intimate. Doop, that's when chodoweno can happen. You can't just start shaving your child hair just because it's on Thursday.
Oh, wait. So after the lady has given birth, so after she's recovered, so when she gets back to being intimate with her husband, chodowino happens.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Makes sense.
Yes.
Makes sense now.
Mitch,
because we are back to normal programming.
We're back to normal programming. Yes. Yes.
Okay, makes sense.
Yes.
Even the naming, cutting of the cord.
Chodowino, yes. And this is a practice that actually got a lot of few backlashes from a lot of people.
Why?
Because sometimes if the parent is not around, say father is not around, then the kid will end up with huge hair all the way. Do you know?
Oh.
Because sometimes the father has gone to work. This is most recently, right? Like most
if
recently,
you work in
because
different
Luo still
towns.
practice some of these cultural
Yeah.
forms still to this day. So there are lots of Luos that still believe in the same, right? So, for example, the idea of if you lose a parent, you have to shave your hair.
We also have that amongst the Turkana.
Do you?
We do.
So you have to shave bald completely.
Yeah, when you lose a family member, it's not a parent necessarily. It's a family member close, your uncle.
Right.
Not very extended, but yeah.
For ours was always the father or grandfather or the mother, sometimes the mother as well.
Yeah, you shave your hair. And
Yes.
and it's good because it signifies your mourning.
Yeah.
And it was also, I think,
a fresh start.
Yeah, a fresh start that now this person is no longer with us. Now we
Yes.
Yeah. We have it, but nowadays guys don't shave the whole hair, so you'll just shave something. Yeah, I remember when my grandmother died, my paternal grandmother, we shaved, but well, now we can't shave everything, but we shaved like around Apambele. Like around here, something, just something small, something to show you. Yeah.
Speaking of which, you mentioned death. Now, death is the one that brought very interesting habits and cultural practices amongst the Luo.
Yeah, death.
Where?
Death. Yeah.
Where? Ali, if you're married,
yes,
and your man or your husband died, do you know that you have to spend the night in the house with him?
Yeah.
Right?
That one I knew. Like the cops will be placed in the house, and it has to sleep over like before you bury, right? So it has to like spend the night in his house, and I know that the wife has to sit there with him.
So do you know at what point the wife is now set free?
Yeah. You told me this.
Talk to me.
You remember in the other episode?
Yes.
I think our first episode.
Yes.
Or something.
Yes.
This came up.
Yes.
She has to dream about him.
Yes, she has to dream about him. Do you know what she has to dream about?
But she has to dream about them being intimate.
Very intimate. Until she dreams that they're being intimate, cannot leave. It's called kelolek. Kelolek.
That's a bit ooh.
Ali, these things go deep. I have my notebook here. Ali, so okay. So there's that idea of death, Kelo Lake. Sindio, Ali, so on the same matter of death, you know about wife inheritance, right?
Yes.
Tell me about wife inheritance amongst the Luo. Do you have wife inheritance amongst the Turkana?
Yeah, we have wife inheritance amongst the Turkana.
Really?
Yeah. These similarities keep giving. Yes, we have.
How did wife inheritance amongst the Turkana happen?
Well, if your husband died, his brother would take you in as a wife. It wasn't mandatory, but it happened and it was practiced. Remember, I told you for us, when you're married to the clan.
You married the
complete.
Yes.
Yeah,
you married the village, the community, the clan.
Yeah,
yes,
so you're part of them completely. So when your husband passed on, you become the brother would take you up.
So we have similar.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, so for example, if it wasn't the brother, it would be just somebody else. Jater. They call them Jater. Teru. They call it Teru. A lot of Luos now call it terrorism.
Oh, well.
Teru means wife inheritance, which it was quite common practice. And I think some places still practice the same.
Yes.
In Luo Nyanza. Ali, on the same issue on death, right? So then there's that wife inheritance. So if you remember, we mentioned that you had to have a dream about your husband sending you being intimate with you before you set free.
Yes.
If you haven't had that dream, cannot be inherited.
Oh.
No. You have to
but
stay.
But was your inheritance, wife inheritance, was it mandatory?
Now, it was seen that you're now, because if you're married, say Ali is married from Loka, so you're Nya Loka, so then you're married, right? So for example, if you didn't have kids yet, for example, and you're married, what was keeping you in that village?
Yeah.
Why? What was holding you back in that village? And we're not just going let Nyaloka go like that. No. So we have to make sure that Nyaloka stays with us.
Okay.
Yes.
And also because the children would be named after your husband. Even if you sad them with his brother, like even if I sad children now with my husband, and like if my husband died before we got children, then I would be inherited by his brother. And then the children with sire would be named for him. The surname would be
the late.
Yeah.
A lot of times, yes, it was. Yeah, a lot of times it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Ali, death was amongst the Luos is a huge stigma, but it's also a very, very fascinating thing. I'll give you an example. If, for example, you find somebody who's taken their own life, right? If you find somebody who's taken their own life, do you know what happens?
Yeah.
Tell me.
They beat his corpse. Right?
First of all, you can't leave them there, right? So if you find a dead body, you cannot leave.
Oh.
Yes. You can't. You will call for help. You will not going to leave until they've taken them away.
Okay.
Now, if you find that they've taken their own life, find a fito, wooden pile, stick, and whip the heck out of this body. Do you know why you're doing this?
You're killing that spirit? I don't know.
Yes, you're letting out that bad spirit, and you're also making sure that those bad spirits don't follow you. You have to scare these spirits from coming to you. Yes. You have to prove to these spirits.
I just heard that. So it's true.
Yes.
Aha.
And then, for example, somebody like this now would not be buried in their homestead.
Oh.
No. You would not be buried in a homestead.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, it's like a graveyard, the Ukonje. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Imagine.
So you'd be forgotten.
I'm not sure you'll be forgotten, but you almost don't belong, right? Because life is
it
precious.
was really taking your life.
Life was a precious. Ali, there was a time I was younger in Kisumu.
Yeah.
And I was going to school. This is one reason why I actually think people need to really learn basic first aid. People need to really learn how to help when people are in distress.
First aid is an essential skill. It's underrated. It's an essential
I can tell
skill.
you, even from my experience, quite recently we lost our father. I still believe that if there had been somebody who could perform first aid, he would have still been alive. Yes. But this is a different story. So there's a time I was younger. I was in class 7.
Yeah.
Yes, I was in class 7. I was going to school in the slums of Manyata. I was going to school in the morning and I saw a man. It had rained somehow and I saw a man and he looked like he was in distress. And he was sitting down and he was, he looked like he was in pain, right? But, it attracted attention to me because it was somewhere along the road. But I remember staring at him thinking, okay, this is weird. Like, why is a man just sitting here clutching his stomach? And he's not from here, because you could tell who was from there. Around the slums, people know who comes from there, who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
So I could tell that he was from away. So I went to school. At lunchtime, when I came back, the man was still there. But this time he was laying down, right, on a patch of grass, Evie. It had rained, so it was muddy, so his body was all full of mud and he was laying down. He hadn't moved.
Ooh.
He hadn't moved. Now he was laying down. And he looked like he was still breathing, but he still looked like he was tired and he was getting weaker. And he was weaker than I had seen him in the morning. Trust me, you, Ali, when I passed by in the evening, he was still there.
And guys were passing.
People were passing. It was right by the roadside. People were passing by and staring at him. Do you know, Ali? The next morning, guess what?
What?
Guess.
He died?
He was still there, laying the same way.
That's very odd.
When I came home for lunch, there was a pile of grass around him. Now, there's a practice amongst the Luo that when somebody is dead, and if you find this dead body, you take a piece of grass and you place it on them.
Oh.
Yeah, so you take some. So people were passing by. Once they realized that this was a dead body, people would pass by and take a blade of grass and place it on top. By the time I was coming in the evening, he was in a pile of grass before the cops came and got him.
I think the grass thing is beautiful. But why throw grass? Is it?
I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah. So 2 things here. It's a very fascinating fact.
Yeah.
But the other thing is people need to learn basic first aid or just help. Call the cops or, somehow. I also don't know why the man wasn't talking. I have no idea. But it looked like he was in distress. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that one blew my mind.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
I'm going to make it a little bit lighter, Ali. So there's a little bit lighter now, Ali. Ali, do you know what Luos say about underwear?
No, I don't.
I need to read this because now, Ali, there's a proverb that says, Sirwach Meru kataka koth goyo etol to okifual.
I understood nothing.
Let me translate. The underwear of your mom, no matter what, whether it's raining or not, and it's hung there on the clothesline, you do not touch it.
Oh.
You cannot take your mom's underwear from the clothesline.
Chira.
Even if there's a storm, even if there's a fire, and you see underwear somewhere and you do not, you just leave it there.
Oh.
You do not salvage. No.
Okay.
No good zone. Suari ya mamako is a no-go zone.
Yes, actually, it makes sense. It makes sense because actually we have. I think it's similar. I think even other, I've seen guys, or maybe it's a Kenyan thing. But if it's a Kenyan thing, it must come from somewhere, right?
I think so, yeah. So you can't,
Guys
you cannot
don't-
touch
yeah.
it, cannot wash it, you don't even get anywhere near it. No matter, and in fact, if say for example your mom forgets her underwear up in the clothesline, you don't even go and
You're not
say,
supposed
hey,
to even look at, or tell her, yo, you forgot your stuff.
you don't say you forgot your underwear. You do not mention it. You just say something like, hey mom, I think you forgot something on the clothesline there. You may have some property on the clothesline that it belongs to you. Please go and check.
Or there's some clothes that are still hanging.
Yes. Even though she's just come from doing
Wow.
laundry. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
No-go zone.
Thou shalt not be caught trying to salvage it, no matter the storm.
Why was that?
Chira.
Chira?
Those are private. Those are areas that
Private.
shouldn't
Okay.
be. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's a taboo. Kwero kabisa.
I'm in line with that.
Yes. 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 Ali,
Yes.
fascinating facts about Luo. There are many.
Wow.
There are many. The cultural practices are many. We'll be back.
We shall be back.
Ali,
Yes.
Mbwekse.
Bwekse. Allah. No-go zone.
No-go zone.
What? There's even a saying for it.
Yes. Ruach meru kata koth goe tol. Okay, fual.
Toke fual.
Fualo ni kuanua.
Oh,
Okay, fual.
usinue.
Yeah,
Usianue.
usianue. Okay, fual suach meru kata koth goe tol.
No, ma.
Kata mach wango. Hata kama inaungua. You don't. Never do that. Hapana jaribu. Hapana jaribu.
Hapana jaribu. Yeah?
Ali.
Yes, the cucumber.
Ali.
The cucumber.
Kisumu.
I like that. We don't have abductions.
What? Nyaloka.
Kabwa na Kineto.
Land belonged to the woman.
How to that?
I am the Kikombe.
And I am Ali.
And thank you for being here.